as my website was uploaded, a query came in inquiring the identity of the writer or the speaker. It is very natural for someone to have such inquisitiveness. Everybody would like to know the background of the speaker before investing their time upon his preachings. On my website, my identity has not been written, and this is for a specific purpose. Had this question about my identity come to me before June 2012, I had simple and impressive answer. My biodata would have definitely impressed you from all regards. May it be my educational qualifications, may it be my successful endeavors, or my contribution to the society. But in these past few years, I have begun to lose that identity. I now believe that I am a dynamic flux of nothingness. Any perception around me would simply create a bondage about me. I might have to get into the bondage again if you start anticipating things from me. Disclosing my identity can have only two consequences. Either you begin to respect me, or I have to face the hypocrites of the society. I am interested in none of them. This answer may be frustrating for you. Let me tell you a little bit of background why I am in front of you and speaking to you. June 2012, an incident occurred in my life which transformed me. I had gone to Leh in India, and it was my habit to go to isolated places for introspection and contemplation. But this particular incident was quite different. During this tour, I visited a shrine attached to a monastery, and there I saw a Buddha statue. In my book, I have written a descriptive explanation of this incident, but at this stage, please understand that this particular incident transformed my life and triggered a restless quest in me. This quest destroyed me. I went multiple times to Paris just to stand in front of the portrait of Mona Lisa, to understand the smile, and I was wandering everywhere, reading books to know truth. Few years down the line, another incident happened which is unexplainable. I was in a temple contemplating and meditating, and an unforeseen event occurred to me. I was exposed to all the religions of the world in a single instance. In a moment, all the characters of Mesopotamian culture, Sumerian culture, Egyptian culture, characters from Mahabharata, characters from Bhagavad, characters from Ramayana, characters from Quran Sharif, the Torah, the Old Testament, the Bible, the Gathas of the Zoroastrian culture. Everything opened in front of me in a single moment. Today I understand that as Abhi Samay Alankara. This had happened to me, and I was exposed to all these characters of different mythologies which I had never even heard of, never ever read them. Many of the characters certainly I knew and I was reading about, but there were characters which I had never even heard of. All of them were exposed to me, and I could understand that all the religions are highly scientific in nature. All the characters of all the religions are symbolic in nature. Each character is representation of some or the other psychological factor of a human being. This was so much of data that my mind would be never able to comprehend and logically digest in a moment. As I came out of this trance, I began to write it because I was afraid of forgetting them. This was the first time I started to write. And this was savvy writing, only for my personal consumption. During the day, I used to be busy in my other responsibilities regarding my businesses. But during late night hours or early mornings, when I used to write them, I would have a crystal clear memory of all these events. If I would cross-check any of the character and the story being told to me by that unknown force, it would match. I began communicating with someone, and I used to get the answers. This feeling was unprecedented. This feeling was scary, but I did not want to lose that connect. I wanted to communicate and know more and more. Suddenly, I was asked to remain prepared to begin preaching. I could not believe myself that I was hearing to some order which I was always uncomfortable. I could not believe that I am asked to preach because I had no experience whatsoever about writing or speaking in public. And I communicated back saying, this is a much bigger task than my capability that you are asking me to do. And this is such a complicated subject. It's psychology. And humans have not done wonderfully well in the field of psychology so far. They would not be able to understand it. You have gifted this knowledge to me, let me use it for myself and attain the bliss. Do not bother me and burden me with the responsibility of teaching. And if I teach 100 people, I am sure that 99% of the people won't even understand a word of it. And that one person who can understand and connect does not really need me. The voice stopped. It felt offended. And the communication stopped. However, the content in my books were almost complete. And I used to read them for my personal growth. The communication between me and this unknown force was stopped for a long period of time. And I always regretted my disobedience. And I wanted to find that force and re-establish the communication. I used to go to the mosques, the church, the temples, and plead for mercy, plead to take me back. Fortunately, a year back, I could begin the communication again. It was not that loud now. However, I completed the book, began to work upon the website, and readied myself. The force told me that it would give me a sign when I should start the process. I was anticipating a war as the sign. However, the recent events in the globe has made me think that this is the sign. My teachings would be disruptive for you, and I have no obligation to make you happy. I am doing as I am instructed to do. My basic aim would be to isolate you from the perceptions of religion and connect you directly to the God. I may be taking you away from Bible, but will take you closer to Jesus. I may be taking you away from Mahabharata and Bhagavad, but will take you closer to Krishna. May take you away from Quran Sharif, but take you closer to Allah. These religions are scientific and encrypted, and when you read the decoded meanings of these religions, you will be surprised, shocked, and would be filled with bliss. So let me remain anonymous till the time I am instructed to remain so. Focus on the contents of my discourses, and if you have any question, any query regarding the same, feel free to send it to me. I will be more than happy helping you. From the perspective of Hindu scriptures, there is a person called Parikshit. His original name was Vishnudatta. He simply remembered that there was someone who saved him in the womb of his mother. For his entire adult life, he was looking for that God who saved him in the womb. As he was examining all the options, his name was called Parikshit. Examination is called Pariksha in Hindi. If you dig deeper, you will see that there is ambiguity about the name of father of Parikshit. There are 4 names which come as father of Parikshit. One of the most popular name is Abhimanyu, and symbolically Abhimanyu means affection. Another name for Parikshit's father is Aviksit, which means underdeveloped. The third father is called Anavashyak, which means unnecessary. And the fourth father is called Kuru, which evolves into English word curiosity. So as a Parikshit, you may have questions which might be coming because of affection, may be unnecessary, may be underdeveloped, or due to your curiosity. I would be happy answering each one of them. Dhritarashtra is symbol of ignorance, but he is the most important character. Not knowing is never the sign of weakness. Knowing that you are not knowing is the sign of wisdom. I would have no problem, and rather this is my duty to explain you all your queries. My problem may remain with Gandhari. She was not blind, but instead she wanted to keep a blindfold. Such people are hypocrites. I do not welcome hypocrites if they intend to only malign the religions. Everybody has their free will, but there are people who are hypocrites and whose sole aim is to malign the eternal religions. I would be compassionate towards them as well, but such hypocrisy should not be encouraged. Enough for today. Thank you.